This is the story of the last 3 times I spoke to my seminary rabbi. I am sitting in a classroom in Jerusalem. I am 17. Picture me with long, curly, dark brown hair, and somehow an even longer, dark black skirt. Kiki-riki that covers my collarbones and my elbows. Now picture 20 other girls that look exactly like that, rigorously taking notes. I'm about 8 months into my year of seminary, where we rigorously study the Torah, the Talmud, halacha, Jewish law. Today, we are studying the halachot of women. My rabbi, let's call him Rabbi Cohen, is speaking. The Gemara in Shavuos, Daf Lamed Amud Aleph, derives from a pasuk in Devarim Perek Yates that women are not allowed to be eidim, be witnesses in a Jewish court of law. I feel a tightness in my chest and I raise my hand. So Rabbi, does that mean that if I and another woman see a man kill someone else, he can just get away with it? My testimony doesn't matter because I'm a woman? It's complicated. It's complex. But the sages teach us that women naturally they don't want to be in the public life. They want to be in private. They want to be in the home. It's not tznius, it's not modest for women to testify in a public court of law. I feel the tightness in my chest get thicker. I feel tears bubbling up, tears from so much hurt and pain and rejection. So many cases like this where women and queer people are relegated to the sidelines. How can a religion I love so much make me feel so bad? Back then I did the woman thing. Today I actually identify as gender fluid. And if you don't know what that means, it's fine. It's just that I wish I was Timothy Chalamet. Pronouns, Chalamet, Chaladem. I like to joke, it was hard growing up gender fluid and orthodox, because there's only 2 genders there. It's just men and people who sit behind men. Yeah, that's a toughie. So I run out of my classroom crying, and I find one of my favorite teachers, and I go to her office, and I confess to her all these doubts that I've been having about the religion. I feel inferior, I feel second class, I feel less than. Women are always told to be in the background. I don't want to be in the background. How can this be what Hashem wants? How can this be Torah? She looks at me seriously. She says, Rina, the Torah is perfect. If you can't accept it, there must be something wrong with you. And I believe her. It's my last day of seminary. I say goodbye to Rabbi Cohen. I thank him for everything that he has taught me, and I sincerely mean it. You guys, I am seriously devoted to halachic observance. Even though deep inside I hate it, I'm so burdened by it that I hate that I'm Jewish. I secretly wish that my great-great-great-grandmother on my mother's side actually converted in a shtetl in Russia where the rabbi wasn't doing halachic conversions at the time. So actually, I'm not really Jewish. And therefore, I'm not really obligated. But I feel the Olma Chuchamayim, I feel the yoke of heaven on me.
Yes.
Thank you, we know. And I feel it is my duty to keep strict halachic observance. It is 3 years later. I am at my friend from seminary's wedding. Let's call her Miriam. Classic Jewish name. In Teaneck, New Jersey. I have shoulder-length curly hair at this point, with blonde highlights. Scandalous. I'm surrounded in a sea of black hats and long black skirts. I am trying not to panic and not to give anything away. You see, it is at this point that I'm living a double life. With my seminary friends, I am still religious, and with my college friends, I am not keeping Shabbat or kosher. I am out as bisexual, and I'm dating a non-Jew. I have a dark swarm of anger around me at this time. I am easily triggered. I am tormented by guilt that I am not from and that I am not straight, that I can barely look at myself in the mirror. I have constant panic attacks. Around this time, one time in one of my darker moments, I take a MacBook charger and I wrap it around my neck and I squeeze as hard as I can, and it is a relief to feel a different kind of pain. So I am loving open bar at this wedding, you guys. It's so much fun. When Rabbi Cohen comes to see me and says, "Hi, how are you?" At this point, I have enough chutzpah and alcohol, but mostly alcohol, to tell him, "Rabbi, you messed me up. You and that seminary, you messed me up." And he looks at me sheepishly and he says, "We taught you, Elu ve'elu divrei Elokim chaim. There are multiple truths. There are multiple sides. We can't account for every mindset to be in our seminary. You were the exception, not the rule." It is 6 years later. About 2 months ago at this point, I have very short, very blonde hair. Baruch Hashem, I now love being Jewish. Yeah! Thank you. I can't fathom a time that I could have ever wished such a blessing away. I've come to love being queer and Jewish and know that I don't have to sacrifice one part of myself for the other. Thanks to amazing organizations like Jim and Esha. I have found a peace that I have never known through art and comedy and lots of therapy and just being out, like in all definitions of the word. I'm dating. I'm dating a Jewish woman, everybody. Yes, we talk about what a life together might look like. I want to sing Zmiros around the Shabbos table. She wants me to make Kiddush and Hamotzi. How hot is that, you guys? I want our kids to make Mishalach Manot and build a sukkah. She wants kids to know that they are Jewish in their whole body. I don't want our kids to get tattoos. She has a lot of tattoos. I asked her, what will you say to our kids if they ask if God is upset that their mom has tattoos? She says, what will you tell them if they ask if God is upset that they have two moms? Touché. So I'm sitting in a sunny courtyard in New Orleans on a work conference when I get a text from Rabbi Cohen. I have not spoken to him in 6 years. And my heart drops through my chest, not because of our last interaction, but because I know what I've done. I posted a stand-up clip about him that went semi-viral. My old friend Miriam came to see me at a show. I did a little crowd work, you know. I called seminary a place where 100 girls go to learn Torah for a year and try not to eat each other out. I asked still talks to Rabbi Cohen. I might have called him a twink, but like in a joking way. Do you guys want to know what this text said?
Yes.
Okay, I'm pulling it up. Hey. You up? I was so honored to make your comedy routine. Don't think for a second that I have forgotten you. And for the record, last I saw you was at Miriam's wedding, smiley face emoji with the crying tears. We go back and forth a little, it's yada, yada, yada. And then, this is what I want to tell you guys. He says, next show, you can say how I reached out and make jokes about how maybe certain rabbis care about their students even 10 years later unconditionally. And I'm so happy you messaged that. I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know if he really means it. And I'm thinking about it, like, does he mean it, does he not mean it? But honestly, like, the beautiful thing is that I really don't fucking care. So, what will I tell my kids if they ask if God is upset that they have 2 moms? I'll tell them this. The Jewish people are a people of yearning, struggling, striving. I yearn. I had a dream one day, a daydream of sorts, as I was hiking through the mountains of Zion. I dreamed I was scooped up by God and cradled and held by her. She pulled me in close and she whispered to me, "They got it wrong. This is not my Torah. My Torah makes people feel whole, not broken. My Torah brings love and life like the water that helps the sunflowers grow. My Torah does not care if you're a man or a woman or somewhere in between or nothing at all. My dear, darling child, don't you see? You are perfect. You are my Torah." Thank you.